Welcome to the slide assembly of the SSP28. We will put all of these pieces now together and we will put them onto the lower part. Now this is a split slide pistol, so I consider this to be part of the frame. Depends how we want to look at it. It's fixed in there, so this is how we will do it. If you are looking into assembling this, that is a different video. Now let's get started first by putting this iron sight onto the front slide, fixed slide that is not moving. Again, kind of hard to define exactly what a slide is when it's actually not moving, but doesn't really matter. All right, we have this part. Now we will continue with the nozzle. We will put the spring in first. That will just fall into the cutout. Then we have this floating valve and we will just drop it this way forward. We will make sure that it's aligned. I'm gonna push it down to make sure it's really correctly placed in there. Now with this part, we have a screw hole here on the top and we have a screw hole right here on the top. So it's gonna sit there like so. Just gonna place it in, make sure that it's again all nice and aligned. And I'm gonna try to find the correct position for it. Okay, now I see that the hole is aligned. I'm gonna be very careful to not shake it too much so it doesn't jump out. I'm gonna take the small screw and just screw it back in place. There we go. Now it's in there, everything is locked. It's moving. I hope you can see that the floating valve, when I push on it, I'll do my best to show you, it is moving freely, spring-loaded, so the spring is in there, correct position, nothing is blocking. All right, that would be for the nozzle. Now we will proceed with the blowback housing. First goes the metal piece. We will drop it on there. We will take the cup seal and we will put it on this plastic kind of holder, spacer, washer, however you want to call it, and we will put it on top of it. Now this is a little bit tricky, just need to align everything like that, and now I'm just gonna push it on with my finger. It's gonna click in place just like that, and now we need this screw with the correct Allen key and we will just fix it in place. I like to always go a little bit back, and when I feel the screw click, when the threads align, I start screwing in. That's a good way to prevent damage to the threads. Now don't over tighten this part, because if you really put a lot of force on it, it could expand the seal slightly, which is not what we want, because that could cause friction between the seal and the nozzle. Don't use too much force is all I'm saying. Now we put the nozzle back in place like that, and just to have it exactly as it came out, we have the two springs. I was removing it like so. That means that this spring will be on this side and this spring goes on this side. Now we have one softer, one harder. It's like a dual stage kind of spring system. Now we take the slide and we just place it on there, making sure that the springs stay in one place, and now we can start working on this. First, what we will do is that we will put the springs on to the hooks here. Oopsie, and we will try to make them stay in place, just like I did with the one, but I also need the second one. I'm just gonna go slightly back and forwards, and now both of them are holding. Now it's time for the fire selector and all the other bits and pieces from that area. I'm gonna drop this already with the spring right here, and now fire selector. I'm gonna put the tiny little pin into the hole. Don't forget that there is a spring that we left there when we were disassembling it. And now what I like to do is to just take the whole thing, put it in the cutout, making sure the pin is where it belongs. I'm gonna pinch the pin, and I'm gonna use something pointy to push the pin down. It's kind of hard to do with your fingers all greasy. All right. And now I'm just gonna push the pin inside and the whole thing just snaps in place. I'm gonna rotate it slightly to semi-only position, and now we are good to go. I'm gonna change to the correct bit that I will need right now. We still have this cage. It literally just drops over everything. It kind of locks everything in place. We can take the back plate. The screw might be blocking it. No, it's all the way out. The cage has actually two pins that actually slot into these pins on the side. Kind of forgot that for a second, but it's okay. We will lift the cage, and now when it's in there, we will place the cage back where it belongs. It just snaps in place, and now the back plate is locked. Now we have this screw on the far back side. Don't over tighten, it's not necessary. Now we take this one for the rear side. We will put it from underneath, just like that. We'll click in place. Now we can put the screw back, and that is the hardest part done. Everything is clicking. Now you can test the function. Nozzle should be moving freely. When you grab it, it should just spring back in place like that. Take the slide, put the springs on each side, and carefully slide it over it. Be careful, don't go too much. We don't want to pinch the springs, if they get caught somewhere. We don't want to overdo it. And now it's all the way forward. We will grab the spring and just hook it in place. Also the second one. There we go. Front end slides in. We take the pressure plate that contacts the bucking, put it where it belongs. Now this top plate and 4 screws, thread protector, and we are done with the assembly. All right, last but not least, we have the thread protector, which just goes on, and now it is back in one piece. All right, I hope this video helped you. See you in the next one.